Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Rage the Modeler here, and today we're back at it again with another video about model kits. Now today we're gonna start working on this P-51 Mustang 1/48 scale from Revell. And out in front of you we have the first parts in step 1 of the cockpit assembly. I don't know, like the main frame of the cockpit right here. We have the radio gear, that's this part here. We have the seats, or no, that's not the seat. The pilot's armor. I guess like the seat is glued to that, so it's like its own assembly. Then the seat right here, which is the first part we're going to be painting for us. We need the control stick, which in the instructions is called control column, but same thing. And as well as the instrument panel, which looks very nice as well. Now in the instructions, the first part we're going to paint is the pilot's armor right here. You get a closer look up on it. But before we get started, make sure to go down below, subscribe if you're new, and also leave a like if you enjoy content like this because there's more of it coming. And comment down your favorite fruit and I'll heart your comment. Let's get into it. Okay, right before we continue with this video, I just want to put out a quick disclaimer. You may hear some background beeping noise, and that's because the boiler room is kind of acting up. Somehow, I'm not sure what's going on with that. But let's just continue. Here in front of you, we have all the parts for step 1 and half of step 2. And I finished painting them today, so let's go ahead and put them together. So let's see, the first two we have is the pilot's armor, as it's called, and the seat. Here we got it right here. But we can just take some super glue since I already have paint on this, I suppose, and do that. And I think I'll just put it on like this. Hopefully this hasn't dried up yet because I kept it down here for a week or so. Okay, got the glue on there, and where else should it go? I guess right here. I don't really know. And then we'll just hold the seat in place for a little bit. I think it just goes together like that. Crap, got my two fingers stuck together. Let's see, we have, what's this called? The cockpit floor, it seems, where we have pretty much the base for all the other parts. I guess the seat would go in before the control stick, or control column as it's called. We also have the radio gear, so we could put that on first. Now I don't know if I should do any like chipping detailing on this, just to make it look a little bit rustic. I'm gonna make sure I put it the right way. It's supposed to go like this. I'm pretty sure. So let's dab some glue on these little peg points or whatever, and then glue it in. There we go. That should be enough glue, and then that should be enough to help it stick it. And then get the other two. Yeah, I'll probably need I don't know if the clamps I have will be able to keep it together, but it's worth a try. This radio gear part is kind of bent, so I have to like hold it in place, just like that. I'm pretty sure this is secure now by the time we got this glued in. So you can hear, I need to fix the focus. Oh my gosh. I think I'm ready to put the seat in its rightful place. So I think first we just need a little bit of super glue. Not a lot, so just put a little bit, and that should be enough to keep it in place. Then I'll go ahead and put a little bit on the underside of this pilot's armor. I just want to be really careful with it so I don't move it around too much, because I think it's supposed to stay a specific position. Finally getting somewhere in this build. Alright, so I'll leave that to dry for a minute. Then we also have control stick and the instrument panel. Yeah, we could do that. Come on. I know it has some glue left in it. I gotta make sure I face it the right direction. I'm just gonna look at it closely. Okay, I'm holding it the right way. So just gotta be really delicate with this, or careful. Okay, yeah, that's in there correctly, as you can see. Looking good, and I'll just, not really much you can do to adjust it. Oh, great. I got glue on my finger. That doesn't help now, does it? But this does help. This angle right here helps looking at it from the front so that I can make sure it's in the middle. Alright, that part is prepared, so all that there is left to do now is, once again, dab a tiny bit of glue on the ends. That should be more than enough, I think. Yep. And then just move it into its position, just like so. I'm gonna hold it like this, just so it's easier for me to see. Like that, it should be able to stay. Oh, the contact points are a lot stronger at the sides. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'll fiddle with it for a little bit and then I'll be right back. Here's a preview of what the inside of the cockpit will look like once it's closed in its rightful position. Now, this was something that was quite confusing, the instructions, because at first I thought that it had to be glued like this, but then I was thinking, well, that's a little too low, isn't it? How is the pilot going to see anything if it's that high up? So then I figured, oh, this little edge right here probably aligns with this peg here, and that's why one is higher than the other, as you can see. So this position right here seemed to fit a lot better and looked a lot more natural for a cockpit. And it seems like most of the green painting I did, like under here, isn't going to be seen, so it's not really a big deal that it's not perfect. Okay, I'm ready to glue this in. So I'll take our half of fuselage. I already applied the glue, so just ready to set. I assume we want it to be flush to the wall of the cockpit, just so that it's the same on the other side. That would make a lot of sense. So I'm just gonna hold it like this for a little while. And after that, you can go ahead and paint the exhaust pipes and then put those in. Alright, it's been a while. I've been away from this project for a few weeks, but I got back into it a couple days ago. So here I'm back with the two halves of the fuselage and the painted exhaust pipes. As you can see right here, the autofocus actually working pretty well. So here we go, they're finished up right there, and I did scribe out the cockpits, or fuselage I mean, pretty well. I went a little bit heavier on this side just because that's how I usually did it in the past. But on the right side of the fuselage, I went a little bit lighter and honestly gave a more accurate look. I'll actually need my extra thin cement. Forgot to get that. Have that on deck. Just gonna cut that piece off. There we go. Okay, now I'm pretty sure this is for the right side and this one is for the left side. Just gotta make sure that's cleared up so I don't mess anything up. Alright, so hopefully this tube of super glue still has some juice left in it. So let's go ahead, take this right exhaust pipe, or yeah, just exhaust, and then we'll put like 2 drops of this super glue. Oh yeah, it's got plenty left in it. Pretty sure right there should be good. And then on the other side, we could also put a little bit. Now, I've never actually done this before. Actually, yeah, I have, but I wasn't very good at it. I think I should just, I'm gonna hold it upside down actually, and then press it and hold. I'll apply the glue directly to the inside of the fuselage just so it's a little bit easier. Okay, there we go. That should be enough. Just gotta be careful. I don't know, maybe I should use some type of tweezers or something to make it a little easier. So I think, oh, whoops. Alright, I think I was putting them backwards. I'm having a little bit of difficulty with it, just because the contact point isn't very thick, I guess. It's not very prominent, you'd say. So I'll just have to leave that to dry for a few minutes and then I'll check up on it. Alright, I gave these parts some time to dry, so let's go ahead and get to gluing these 2 halves of the fuselage together. Alright, let's go ahead and take the cement, and let's see our contact points right here. We have one here, one here. They're all over the place. Gotta make sure I hit every single one of them. Maybe some around the tail as well. Might as well put them around. That will help a lot. I'm not so much in the mood for commentating today, so I might sound a little bit more dull than usual. I've just been kind of tired recently. But you know, I'm gonna get my 8-9 hours of sleep tonight, and I'm gonna feel proud of myself in the morning. Probably have to sneak in a couple more drops of this cement afterwards, but you know, let's just try to get as much coverage as I possibly can in this short span of time. Now it's just as simple as 1 plus 1 equals 2, or 2 halves make a whole. There you go. That was a really bad analogy, and I really don't care right now. But I need these clamps. I think I'll use 4 of them. You know what? Yep. Green and black today. No racism. As you can see right there, that's gonna need to be sanded a lot. Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on. I'll be back in a minute, and we'll just assess this whole situation. Alright, this is what the model is looking like so far. We've finally got some progress on this thing. Got the exhaust pipes in there looking all shiny. And we have some scribing going on here for extra panel detail. This model needs a lot of sanding before undergoing any painting. Let's just take a look. Oh, wow. Okay, this actually needs a lot more glue, yeah. I'll have to work on that later on, but for right now you get the idea that there needs to be more sanding done. Especially on the bottom here. There's a huge seam line. It's clearly visible. Tomorrow I'm going to work on this. That's just going to be some off-camera work. Thank you for joining me on this step to completing this P-51 Mustang model. Sharing this video with others that are interested in aviation would also be useful to support my channel. Hope you're having a nice day, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. See ya.